Colorado ranges was uplift beyond all reason and control. And in a world where you say nothing changes, it seemed a sort of prick tease of the soul. I tell you, when I heard high notes that rose above Hugh Gaitskill's cool electioneering, straight from the warbling throat right up my nose, I had all your aggro in my jeering. And I hit the fire extinguisher on knob and covered orchestra and audience with spray. I could run as fast as you then, a good job. They yelled, "Damn vandal," after me that day. And then you saw the light and gave up heavy. A newer man's not how much you can sup. Your reward for growing up's this super bevy, a meths and champagne punch in FA Cup. I've heard all that from old farts past their prime. How now you live with all you once detested. Old farts with not much left'll give me time. Fuckers like that get folk like me arrested. Covet not thy neighbour's wife, thy neighbour's riches. Vicar and cop who say to save our souls, "Get thee behind me, Satan," drop their breeches and get the devil's dick right up their holes. It was more a working marriage that I'd meant, a blend of masculine and feminine. Ignoring me, he started looking bent on some more aerosoling for his tin. It was more a working marriage that I mean. Fuck and save me soul, eh? That suits me. Then, as if I'd egged him on to be obscene, he added a middle slit to one daubed V. Don't talk to me of fucking representing the class you were born into anymore. You're gonna get hurt and start resenting it's not poetry we need in this class war. You've given yourself toffee, cunt. Who needs your fucking puffy words? I write me own. I've got me work on show all over Leeds, like this United here, on some sod's stone. Okay. Thinking I had him trapped. Okay. If you're so proud of it, then sign your name when next you're full of harp and armed with spray, next time you take this shortcut from the game. He took the can, contemptuous, unhurried, hurried, and cleared the nozzle and prepared to sign. The United sprayed where Mam and Dad were buried. He aerosoled his name, and it was mine. The boy footballer's ball, here comes the bride, and drifting blossoms fall onto my head. One half of me's alive, but one half died when the skin half sprayed my name among the dead. Half versus half, the enemies within the heart that can't be whole till they unite. As I stoop to grab the crushed harp lager tin, the day's already dusk, half dark, half light. That united that I'd wished unto the nation, or as reunion for dead parents, soon recedes. The words once more a mindless desecration by some harpaholic yob supporting Leeds. Almost the time for ghosts. I'd better scram. Though not given much to fears of spooky scaring, I don't fancy an encounter with me mam, playing Hamlet with me for this swearing. Though I've a train to catch, my step is slow. I walk on the grass and graves with wary tread over these subsidences, these shifts below the life of Leeds supported by the dead. Further underneath's that cavernous hollow that makes the gravestones lean towards the town, a matter of mere time, and it will swallow this place of rest and all the resters down. I tell myself I've got, say, 30 years. At 75, this place will suit me fine. I've never feared the grave, but what I fear's that great, worked-out black hollow under mine. Not train departure time, and not town hall, with the great white clock face I can see. Coal that began with no man here at all, as 300 million-year-old plant debris. 5 kids still play at making blossoms fall, and humming as they do, "Here comes the bride." They never seem to tire of their ball, though I hear a woman's voice call one inside. 2 larking boys play bawdy, bride and groom. 3 boys in lead strip, la-la, Lohengrin. I hear them as I go through growing gloom, still years away from being skulled or skin. The ground's carpeted with petals as I throw the aerosol, the harp can, the cleared weeds on top of Dad's dead daffodils, then go with not one glance behind, away from Leeds. The bus to the station, still the number 1, but goes by routes that I don't recognize. I look out for known landmarks as the sun reddens the swabs of cloud in darkening skies. Home, home, home to my woman as the red darkens from a fresh blood to a dried. Home, home to my woman, home to bed, where opposites seem sometimes unified. A pensioner in turban taps his stick along the pavement past the corner shop that sells samosas now, not beer on tick, to the Kashmir Muslim club that was the Quap. House after house for sale, where we played cricket, with white roses cut from flour sacks on our caps, with stumps chalked on the coal grate for our wicket, and everyone bought now by coloured chaps. Dad's most liberal label, as he felt squeezed by the unfamiliar and fear of foreign food and faces when he smelt curry in the shop where he'd bought beer. And growing frailer, wobbly on his pins, the shops he felt familiar with withdrew, which meant much longer, tiring treks for tins that had a label on them that he knew. And as the shops that stocked his favourites receded, whereas he'd fancied beans and pop next door, he found that 4 long treks a week were needed, till he wondered what he bothered eating for. The supermarket made him feel embarrassed. Where people bought whole lambs for family freezers, he bought baked beans from checkout girls too harassed to smile or swap a joke with sad old geezers. But when he bought his cigs, he'd have a chat. His week's one conversation, truth to tell. But time also came and put a stop to that when old Watsy got bought out by M. Patel. And there, time like an ever-rolling streams, what I once trilled behind that boarded front. 1,000 ages made coal-bearing seams, and even more, the hand that sprayed this cunt on both Methodist and C of E billboards, once divided in their fight for local souls. Whichever house more truly was the Lord's, both pews are filled with cut-price toilet rolls. Home, home to my woman, never to return till sexton or survivor has to cram the bits of clinker scooped out of my urn down through the rose roots to my dad and mam. Home, home to my woman, where the fire's lit these still chilly mid-May evenings. Home to you and perished vegetation from the pit, escaping insubstantial up the flue. listening to Lulu. In our hearth we burn